Good evening, I'm Paula Gretzinger, and you're listening to WGY News. Governor Cuomo signs a bill protecting teens from health risks of body piercing. The legislation requires that body piercing studios check the teen's ID and that underage teens provide a consent form signed by a parent or legal guardian that was signed in the presence of the owner or body piercing specialist at a body piercing studio. The law takes effect in 90 days. Part of New Scotland Avenue in Albany is closed, this after a truck hit the Albany Med pedestrian bridge. According to officials, the bridge is structurally sound, but hospital spokesperson Sue Ford says the damage is visible. Luckily, there were no injuries. Sue Ford says New Scotland Ave will be closed between Myrtle and Holland. Troy firefighters respond to two more fires this weekend. The first one broke out at 2 a.m. at 298 9th Street. Then 4 hours later, a second fire broke out at 340 2nd Street. No one was injured in the fires, and officials say this time it appears they were accidental. Troy has had a series of suspicious fires, and officials are offering $1,000 reward for information leading to an arrest for the arsons. A 43-year-old man has been charged with attempted murder. The Albany County DA's office says on June 24th, Keith Bigger broke into a woman's home and beat her with a metal baseball bat. The victim had a no-contact order of protection against the man from a previous case. A second person was also beaten during the attack. Bigger was brought back to the area from Maryland after U.S. Marshals tracked him down. A 29-year-old Vermont woman is charged with DWI and manslaughter in a head-on crash that killed another driver. The Washington County Sheriff's Office says Cassie Early of Arlington swerved across the center line on Route 22 around 7 a.m. on Sunday near the state border. She collided with a car driven by 83-year-old Vincent Murrow of West Rutland, who was killed. Early wasn't injured. Bail was set at $10,000. James Holmes appeared just as dazed as he did in his first court hearing after the deadly Colorado movie theater massacre. The 24-year-old sat silently in the packed Denver area courtroom today as a judge told him about the charges filed against him, including 24 counts of murder and attempted murder. Holmes is accused of killing 12 people and injuring 58 in one of the deadliest mass shootings in recent U.S. history. A jury was selected today to decide the merits of Apple's claims that Samsung electronics, smartphones, and computer tablets are illegal knockoffs of the iPhone and iPad. Lawyers for both sides were expected to deliver their opening arguments Tuesday morning in a San Jose federal courtroom, followed by Apple calling its first witness a company designer. The witness lists of both sides are long on experts, engineers, and designers, and short on familiar names. Apple's CEO Tim Cook, for example, is not scheduled to testify. A 12-year-old New Jersey girl grabs the wheel when her grandfather dies. Miranda Bowen's grandfather, Paul Parker, was driving her home Tuesday from an afternoon of go-karting when he told Miranda he didn't feel well. A few seconds later, Miranda heard her grandfather's head hit the driver's side window. 63-year-old Parker died of a heart attack, and his foot was pressing on the accelerator. Miranda popped up from underneath the steering wheel, wedging her right foot under her left, and pressed on the brake as hard as she could. A woman driving behind the car saw it swerving and called 911 while following the car. And this wraps up our newscast today. I'm Paula Gretzinger, and you're listening to WGY News.